Welcome into DRF, Daily DRF Sports Betting Live Stream, coming at you every single weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern. We have a loaded MLB slate coming at you for today. We had Stanley Cup yesterday. We have Stanley Cup tomorrow. But in the middle of all of that NHL action, we have a full Tuesday of MLB best bets. It's going to be fantastic. But before we get any further, just a friendly reminder, you can check out all of this data, all of our expert insights, betting angles, trends, exclusive line movements, everything like that at drf.com/sports. You can also follow us on Twitter at DRF_sports. And you can find our quick hitting, all of that fun stuff on Twitter at DRF_sports. And if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, specifically YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe, only if you want to, but we ask that you please like and subscribe to our YouTube page to get notified and so that you're in the know of everything that's happening in the sports world with a sports betting edge. It's a fantastic day. We're not going to beat around the bush any further. I will mention before we jump into today's slate, yesterday we went 1-3. It was my first losing day of doing this. All of last week, we had a winning record. Yesterday, we started off week number 2 on a Monday. Of course, it happens on a Monday. We go 1-3. So not the best day, but we're looking to bounce back. I'm not fading the numbers. I faded the numbers a little bit yesterday, and look where that got me. Week 1 didn't fade the numbers all that much, and it got me to a winning week. So we're not fading the numbers today as we're jumping in to Blue Jays-White Sox. Also worth mentioning, today's free game of the day is going to be Cardinals Brewers. We'll be breaking that down later. We were on Cardinals -170. We're on Brewers -170 last night. We were also on Corbin Burnes over 7.5 Ks. He hit that. He had struck out 10 last night as the Brewers shut out the Cardinals. We'll be breaking down that game in just a little bit for our free game of the day. So, breaking things down, we're starting things off. Toronto Blue Jays, they're taking on the Chicago White Sox in Game 2 of the series. Last night, the White Sox won 8-7 to pick up their first win against Toronto this season, and Chicago's bats came alive. The 32-33 White Sox picked up their 32nd win of the season. They had 13 hits, registered 8 runs. They stranded 5, but the key to the game was the fact that Toronto stranded 8 runners last night. They just could not put together offense to bring around their runners and bring around some runs. Because of that, they lose the game by 1. Tonight, White Sox are +115, 8:10 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. Breaking down some of the numbers, we're going to look at what drf.com/sports is looking like. Kevin Gausman gets the start for Toronto. Dylan Cease gets the start for the White Sox. Gausman 5-6 this season with a 3.21 ERA. And a little bit of an interesting nugget. The over is 7-3 when Gausman starts. The total tonight is set at 8.5. Maybe worth looking at that, maybe deep diving into it a little bit more. I'm going to lean the over, but that's by no means a best bet just because Kevin Gausman has the track record of the over hitting when he starts. Last time out, he just went 2 1/3, allowed 5 earned, 7 hits. I'm thinking it's going to be a bounce back game for Kevin Gausman. I hope. White Sox starter Dylan Cease 5-3 this season with a 2.91 ERA. Just because I mentioned it with Gausman, the over is 5-5 when Cease starts. Nothing. I mean, that's 500, so not a lot to look into there. Cease was clinical last time out. He struck out 8 and he did not allow an earned run. He allowed a run, but it wasn't earned and was absolutely clinical. Like I said, 5-3, 2.91 for Dylan Cease. He's getting the start for the White Sox. Blue Jays, though, this season 16-13, coming off of a loss. They are favored tonight at -125. You see there. Our power line likes it right at -125. It thinks a lot of the values on Toronto tonight. Our power line, our game simulator, picks it at about a 4-4 game. So hovering right around the total, not giving either side really an edge. Like I said, I'm not fading the numbers. The numbers tell me Toronto wins this game based off of our power line, based off of everything. I'm not taking the run line. I'm going Toronto -125. Might look at the total a little bit later. Not fully sold on that yet as of right now. So give me Toronto to win this at minus 125. I think I'm starting the day 1-0. And to go 2-0, we're moving on to Cubs, Pirates. Pirates minus 150. They absolutely dominated the Cubs last night, 12-1. I was on Cubs plus money. I thought the Cubs at like plus 100 was one of the best bets of the night. I was so excited. They opened at like both teams were minus 105. It was dead even on the money line. But as things turned out, Cubs got demolished, lost by 11, 12-1. Pirates absolutely dominated that game. And it was the first win of the season for the Pirates of 10 or more runs. And now you blink, all of a sudden, the Pirates have won back-to-back, winning the last game of their series against the Giants and now winning game one of this series against the Cubs. And don't look now, after winning 2 straight against the Braves, if you expand the picture, if you zoom out a little bit, Cubs have lost 11 of their last 13. One of the worst teams in baseball. So not a lot going on in this one. It's Matt Swarmer getting the start for Chicago. It's Roansy. I'm going to go with Roansy Contreras getting the start for the Pirates. Swarmer's 1-2 this season with a 5.22 ERA. Contreras is a lot better of the pitchers of these two. He's 0-1 with a 2.92 ERA. There might be a lot of walks this game. Both for both of the pitchers, their last time out, they walked more than they struck out. So maybe a lot of BBs happening tonight. If you can find a prop on over walks for the game as a total, maybe sprinkle that a little bit. But my best bet for this game, Pirates minus 150. I can't fade the Pirates after what they did to Chicago last night. Maybe Chicago bounces back. Maybe they take that loss personally. You lose 12-1. That's just hard to swallow. However, I'm not in the business of doing that, of fading a team that just won by 11 runs. Our numbers tell us the Pirates should win this game. My head tells me the Pirates should win this game. They're starting the better pitcher. Give me Pirates minus 150. I'm not touching anything. I'm not giving you even a lean on that total because I could see that going up a multitude of different ways. Next up, it's going to be Giants. They're taking on the Braves. Braves at home, minus 155. Total is set at 9.5 runs. Going to find the breakdown of this game. San Francisco 12-3 straight up after 2 straight unders. This Giants offense has been lackluster as of late and also kind of lackluster on the season as a whole if you compare it to last year. Last year, they were batting 249 with a 329 on base percentage. And I know a lot of the advanced analytic fans out there, they don't like those two stats to use to kind of talk about a team. But at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to, in my opinion. So I'm going to use it a little bit. Both of those have dropped down by a few 0.01, 0.02. Not a lot, but that just means you're not getting that extra base hit, that knock with a runner on second that you were getting last season. Their slugging percentage is also down. So this offense, after a really solid coming, like bursting onto the scene, surprising the whole baseball community last season, registering triple-digit wins, they're still a great team, top 10 in our power rankings at drf.com/sports, but just not as clutch as last season, I guess you can say. They've hit the under the last 2 games. They've combined for only, let me see where I can find this. They've scored just 4 runs over their last 2 games, where if you go 3 games ago, I believe they scored 7. So the offense just as of late, not really good. But with that being said, they've been able to right the ship really well this season. 12-3 straight up after recording back-to-back unders. And Gabe Kepler, he's the manager of the Giants. He's 46-25 in his career straight up after his team has batted 225 or worse for 5 or more straight games. And that's exactly what the Giants have done. So expect them to bounce back here. This is a great bounce back spot. Braves dropped 2 of 3 against the Cubs. Surprise, surprise. And now they're facing off against the Giants. They win game 1. It was a 2-1 game, pitchers duel. Braves come out victorious. Braves bats not alive either, but Giants are the team to turn things around a little bit better. Giants are also 18-15 away from home. Braves are 21-14 straight up at home, but I'm leaning Giants here at plus 155. And that's actually one of our certified gold star best bets, is on San Francisco to win, as you see the gold star there. Our simulator likes them to win 5-4. The total is set. It's come down from 9.5 to 9. So maybe you sprinkle a little bit on the over 9 runs. Both teams just coming off of that pitcher's duel, that 2-1 pitcher's duel. So I don't know if I expect a lot of offense in this one, but I do expect the Giants to bounce back and get a really, really important win. So give me Giants plus 155. A lot of money coming in on the Braves in the last hour as well. When I wrote this, it was plus 145. Now all of a sudden it's plus 155. The money's telling you Braves. The numbers are telling you Giants. This might be a fishy line. This might be trying to trick you. Give me Giants plus 155 in this spot. So